every quarter, usually, in my experience, you'll get this question mark, which will give you a little situation. These have very minor impacts, I think. So it's asking me this question about debt protection law. So debt collection agencies have been in the news because of the aggressive methods they are using to extract payment from people who owe large sums of money. So we can limit their activity, or we could allow the agencies to operate as they are. And I think limiting is good, because I really hate how, I don't know, I just don't like the whole loaning money and credit in general. So I'm gonna select this because I don't care for both the people lending money and the people that are needing the money to be lent. No offense to anyone. Okay, no real changes here. And various things. Budget is worrying. They saw my change to the military budget, that we're actually gonna start making money, which is great. This is the security briefing. All these groups out here in the top half are groups that oppose the government, and these are, yeah, for various things. If these get too high, then they may join this one of these extreme groups, which will contribute to them assassinating me if this increases just a little bit. And so that's not too good. All the times that I've ran the United States, pretty sure I've been assassinated all the times. Maybe one time I made it to the election and lost, like, hugely. But yeah, we don't have to worry about that so much. We're still at the beginning. So I'm gonna go ahead and implement that alcohol tax. Earn some more money and hopefully get people to stop drinking. It's gonna increase poverty, which is not good, but and the poor are not gonna like it. But we'll satisfy them in other ways with public service policies. So go ahead and do that. I only have 4 points. I don't think I can really do much. If I come look at the policies, they cover all of the wedges on that main screen. Community policing I like, but I also like to look at this down here, what the people think. It's only gonna, it only really affects like the voting, but I think it's kind of good to like keep that in mind. So like telecommunity initiative, that is pretty good. It costs in between 1.5 billion and 6.8 billion, and the people are currently in favor of it, so that's pretty cool. I also like this welfare fraud department, which the people are really happy about. And it sounds good. I'm not a fan of fraud, even though that's my name, spelled slightly differently. Alright, how much money do we want to spend? It really doesn't vary that much. It's either 3 billion or 3.8 billion. And the only negative impact it has is on the poor, which is unfortunate for them, but we're gonna satisfy them in other ways, because yeah, so it's fine. That was all of our things. Next turn. Okay. Poverty is increasing because of the alcohol tax, but that's fine. Public smoking, could ban it, which would be good for health reasons, but the liberals will not like it, you know, taking away like some of our freedoms. But I'm just against smoking personally, so I'm gonna ban it and take away some of the people's freedom, because that's how I'm rolling here. You have an arrow there showing that the poor are disliking me more over time. Same with the Patriots, but that's alright. That's fine. No worries. Still losing money consistently. We need to solve some of these issues. We're currently working on this one. You can see a small decrease, not too much. Alcohol consumption is decreasing because of the tax. Okay. I don't want to split too much here, but what's happening with the money? Why are we going down more? Okay, we can see the global economy. That's having a slight impact on us, but we are doing better with the money situation at least. Time to add another policy. Okay, this is gonna give us some money. Import tariffs. People are in favor of it. I think it's gonna negatively impact different ethnic groups, minorities, and foreign nations. But it's gonna get us a little bit of money, not too much, but I think it's worth it. It's gonna cost us 13, I guess. So I'm gonna do it. Get that money going if I can. Okay. So, and this is good. It's gonna decrease the uncompetitive economy. It's gonna force like us to be like internally like competing. I think, if I'm reading that right. Yeah. Okay, alright. Yeah, decrease unemployment too. That's good. Foreign relations, not so good. International trade, not so good. I'm not sure if this impacts. This probably out here. Yeah, it impacts the GDP some. But, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so that's in. It's a lot of different policies. It's nice to like see what the people think. Public service. Okay, youth club. I definitely like this one. It's gonna decrease crime, which is good. It's gonna increase the youth popularity for me slightly. Socialists will like it. Parents will like it. Even though the parents like hate me so much, it's not really even gonna matter that much. I'm gonna go ahead and set on the maximum. Alright. Still looking at the money. Not that great. If we look at this is any of these red ones, they'll have a start trigger and a stop trigger, and then the current value. So once this value hits the green or goes under it, this is gonna go away the following turn. And then if it ever creeps back up to the red, it's gonna show up again. But that's good. It's starting to go away. Okay, we have 4 left. I want to do this, but the people aren't really for it right now. I also want to do this just so the ethnic minorities don't hate me a lot, because right now they do, which is not good. I think I'm fine. Next turn. Superhero. So we have a mass stranger going out fighting crime, and only doing this because crime is like so bad. That's good. Good for us. Crime decreasing, mainly due to this. Approval rating is disappointing. I would get 70% of the vote. Not that great. Okay. And let's look at the thing. Okay, great. So this is now under the stop trigger. So this is going to be gone next turn, which is great, because that's affecting our money. I'm not sure about the skills shortage. We could increase education. Education is great in this game. It affects productivity. It affects getting rid of crime and racial tension. So I'm really for this. How can we... Now I know one way to do this, and it's kind of bad for some people, but this is my goal. I want to get evolution only. It's going to decrease the membership of the religious people, the people that are currently in that group, which would be good because a lot of my policies are unintentionally offensive to religious folks, so I would prefer to have less. For right now I can't afford it, so I'm gonna cancel out of that. And if we look at our people, is that what this is? No, that's not it. If we look at our people here, focus group. So like this is one person in our nation. Frank Henderson here. He's probably gonna vote, and he's probably not gonna vote for me because only 6.5%. You could see these are all the things that he that influences him. You know, he's a capitalist, he's an environmentalist, he's poor, he's a parent, he's a farmer, he's a state employee, conservative, ethnic minority, and he's part of everyone. All these people are part of everyone. But his biggest influence is that he's a parent, and unfortunately the parents are strongly opposed to me right now. But this is an example. So you don't have people that are just one thing. People are made up of multiple things. Oh look, so we have some people that actually approve of me, which is good. Okay. 29 points, I want to save some so I could change that. What else? I want education. I want the GDP to go up. I want to get rid of pollution. Pollution doesn't really affect much besides health and the environment. But I just like to get rid of pollution. Decreasing car usage is the best way to solve that. If I could decrease pollution, that's going to help with the asthma epidemic. But I really doubt I'm going to be able to solve that. So, car usage, a lot of people are driving. Well, half of the people, or half of the people are driving. About 40%. So we can do various things. We could decrease decrease road maintenance would help. Increasing the tax on cars would help. People will really be opposed to me for doing that, but it's up to you. I kind of want to increase just because I can. That costs too much. Whoops, I didn't mean to cancel it. Okay, well, I messed up. That's fine.